Recording has started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Growth Fit interview series brought to you by CustomFit.ai. CustomFit enables marketers and sales professionals to customize the website content without code changes to showcase the right value proposition. It's super simple. It just takes 3 steps. Install the CustomFit Chrome extension, go to the website and customize the content. Generate shareable link and track visits. Today in this episode we have with us Tawab Jabar. He's a conversion optimization expert. He's a growth hacker, and he also runs his growth marketing agency. Hello Tawab, welcome to the show.
Hi,
We are glad
hi
to
there.
have you with us today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be on here.
So Tawab, I would request you to take us through your journey in the marketing space.
Uh, my journey in the marketing space has been it's actually just been a couple of years. Yeah, I say 4 to 5 years. I started marketing since while I was in uni, working
Okay.
for a PR company, and I used to like take part in their brainstorming sessions, and that was like my conception of marketing journey. So after that, I also used to like sell clothes to make ends meet while I was in uni. So I got to discover that I sort of understood how like people react to certain things, like a bit got a hang of human behavior in relation to selling products. So I sort of knew that I had like a talent in marketing, and that was really what engineered me to focus on marketing, because ideally I studied economics, have a bachelor's of science in economics. So I actually decided to pursue marketing as a career.
Amazing. So, what do you think is the best part of a marketer's job for you?
um, Best part of a marketer's job is actually trying to like seeing that people are reacting positively to a narrative that you're trying to sell without forcing it on people. So it's just like you're trying to sell a product, and you have an idea of the type of people that need such products, the problems that they are going through, and seeing that you come up with a plan to target this set of people, and you actually see those people reacting to your plan. I feel like that's a high point for every marketer.
Okay, so Tawab, you're a freelance marketer, you have a freelance agency. A lot of youngsters today want to get into this field. Freelancing is a popular career nowadays. So, what do you think? What would you like, from your experience, what have you learned are the challenges and the advantages of being a freelance marketer?
Uh, the challenges while starting out was actually, and probably still, a challenge for me right now, because I'm still I'm still quite young in the freelance market. So it's actually getting inflow of jobs, that can be one problem. And looking at the part of the world where I am situated, because I'm situated here in Nigeria, it 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 sort of impedes like my growth. But then, like personally, while working as a freelancer, something that I can say is like a problem is work management, like managing work processes. Like you might feel like it's easier because you have freedom to like work on projects according to your own schedule and your own time, but then you get to a point where you can be overwhelmed, and if you don't know how to manage your work processes properly and how to manage your time, you 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 might have a lot to do and end up doing nothing.
Okay. So you have worked extensively in the growth hacking field. What, according to you, is essential for an effective growth strategy?
Um, First, I would say what is essential is being realistic with like the situation of the company and like what works for such company, and not just trying to apply different growth strategies that you're trying to experiment. So basically, if you know that this business thrives off LinkedIn, you know that your focus should be like most of the people that you're targeting are on LinkedIn. An effective growth strategist would advise that you double down on that channel till you get like till you know that you have a work process in place where you are generating enough leads and you are making enough profit from that from that channel. Then you can explore other channels where you've already done your research and you feel like, oh, there's not so much lead here, but then we can create a market in this channel. So that's really it for me. Like, because growth is like a set of experiments that you test little by little before it leads to like a bigger perspective of growth. So if you've tested this channel and you see that it's working, it's only wise as an effective growth strategist to double down on the channel that's working properly, and make sure you are earning enough from such channels before exploring other channels.
Okay. So there's a lot of buzz about conversion in digital marketing. In your observation, what is that marketers are getting it wrong because of which they lose conversions? You
Um,
can say that with respect to the website also.
with respect to the what?
With respect to website, conversions on the website.
Okay, with respect to the conversions on the website, I feel like it has to do a lot with customer journey and and the users, the type of users that are coming on the website. So basically, what is on your website, is it actually speaking to the person that's visiting your website? And what stage of the consumer or user journey is that user that's visiting your website? Has the person visited your website before? Is the person visiting for the second time? Is the person visiting from Facebook? Is the person visiting from LinkedIn? What prompted the person to get to your website? And actually having the right message in front of the person for every category of user that's coming to the website definitely will boost conversions.
Okay.
And so I feel like it really it boils down to the user. It boils down to the user. If businesses and companies can take into consideration the category of users that are visiting their website and making sure that they are communicating effectively to such users, it's it's a win because that's like the best way to win over a customer. Like if I'm speaking your language, you definitely will listen to me.
So I'm glad you brought up this point about user journey and conversational marketing. It is very much related to what we try to do at CustomFit. CustomFit is a website personalization platform. It enables marketers and sales professionals to create customized website content that lets them speak to the customer on a one-to-one basis. Or in other words, we help marketers to change the website content into a sales pitch, which is apt for each visitor. So just wanted to add that thing about custom fit over here. So
Um,
how crucial you think is um, website personalization for marketers?
Website specialization, that's
Website,
like customizing websites for users.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's 100% crucial because there shouldn't be a website if you are not trying to communicate to users. I mean, you have a website because of aside from authority and trying to brand your company. It is mainly for your users to use as a channel to reach you. So I feel like it is 100% crucial, like website optimization.
Okay. So Tawab, have you been a part of marketing campaigns or what is the most interesting marketing campaigns that you have been a part of? Would you like to tell us about it?
The most interesting I've worked on was while I was at an agency. It had to do with uh, a building a development project. Yeah, had to do with a development project, and we had to like market, like run a campaign for the company using Twitter, and we had to drive conversations using an hashtag, using a disruptive method. That's like communicating using a language that's sort of vague at the beginning, then starting to introduce people to the actual meaning of the language. That's like you can use a trigger word that attract attention of people, and they feel like, oh, isn't this offensive? What's the meaning of this hashtag? What's going on? And this, and slowly into the campaign, you introduce the meaning of the hashtag and how it ties into the brand. I don't think I'm permitted to to divulge like details into the marketing campaign, but yeah, we use the disruptive approach. We use a disruptive approach, and the beauty of such campaigns is you actually watch the audience go from not totally understanding what the campaign is about to actually educating them on what the campaign is about, and you see people reactions at every stage of the process.
Okay. So you seem to be doing a lot of work in content and copywriting. What is your
Yeah.
mantra for creating a killer copy?
uh, Connecting to the user's emotions, basically
Okay.
connecting to your audience's emotions. Once you can tell a story that connects to the needs and the emotions of the person you're trying to sell to. You won the person over with your words. So you don't necessarily need to sell. You're just creating a scenario where the person believes that they need what you are trying to sell. So that automatically works. So once you can connect to the needs and emotions of people, you automatically win them over.
So, what is the process of your research into your customer profiles?
Um, Researching into customer profiles for me as a freelancer, if I'm working on projects, all of this this information is given to me by the clients, which like I need to know the awareness stage of the customers. Are we looking at a customer base that's less aware? Are we looking at a customer base that totally understands the need for this product and is aware that there's a solution? Are we looking at a problem aware customer? Are we looking at a solution aware customer? And having that brief and having that information forms the basis to which I come up with copy or content.
Great. So, what kind of training and educational resources would you recommend to an entry-level marketer?
Uh, First is self self confidence, because that's really going to take you far. Self confidence is the first thing you have to give yourself as a marketer. And other training that I will say is also being consistent, because you don't get the results as soon as you start. Being consistent, like training platforms that I feel like will form a good foundation is Google. Google has like a lot of free courses. Also, HubSpot, although I've not really explored HubSpot personally, but I know of people that have used HubSpot. Also, a very very good platform which I feel like changed my marketing dynamics totally was TXL. TXL learning is very good, and also aside that, there's really so much you can learn with just taking all these courses. You actually have to learn by doing and learn by surrounding yourself with the greatest minds in marketing. So you need to, if you're trying to grow yourself in the copywriting industry, connect with hundreds and thousands of copywriters on LinkedIn. So you have your timeline populated with copywriting, and while you're ingesting good copy daily, and you're go on your socials, and that's what you're seeing. If you're into growth, if you're into content, and you're seeing people that have years and years of experience dropping their insights on stuff like that, you learn you learn unknowingly, and I feel like you learn more that way, just being in the ecosystem and feeding yourself every day without actually being in a traditional learning setting, or saying you're doing like a traditional certificate course. Actually surrounding yourself with the ecosystem, interacting with them, um, sending DMs to people, asking questions, and actually being curious to get better at what you do. I feel like that consistency, self drive is what really takes you far.
Okay. Any particular influencers in marketing or blogs that you follow?
I'm a big fan of Pep Laya. I'm a big fan of Eden Bidani. She's a copywriter. I'm also Eddie Steiner. He's also, I think, he's the founder of Very Good Copy. Um, yeah, there are a couple more. I probably cannot get to Eugen. I'm a fan of Eugen Schwartz. Also, is a great copywriter. So yeah, all these guys are people that I follow up on LinkedIn, and I like a few minutes before this interview, I received Pep Liar's newsletter, and I have not opened the email, but I'm going to read it up because he's a very good strategist, and is someone I actually look up to in the growth and conversion optimization space.
Okay, with that, we come to our last question. What do you think has played an important role in your success as a marketer? Is it training? Is it your natural ability to write?
I feel like it's more of a consistency more than anything. It's consistency because there are because as a human, there are points in time where you are disappointed, and you're probably not getting as far ahead as you want to. So the ability to keep on going and keep on doing what you feel is right, and not attaching emotions to your personal growth is really what I feel like has contributed to my personal success. I just keep going. I just keep going, and that's really it for me.
So consistency is a key to making a good career, right? This also
Yeah,
reminds me of an advice I got early in my career. It was stick to click. You need to stick to a particular field to click in it.
ex-
Well, thank you, Tawab, for this interesting talk. I think we got a lot of insights into copywriting and growth hacking from this. So thank you for joining us.
thank you for having me. I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name, so
Surya Lakshmi. No problem.
Surya Lakshmi, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. It was
Okay.
nice talking to you too.
Same here.